Dark Souls is no stranger to challenge content. There are so many different challenges out there, whether it be one-hitting bosses, beating the game with certain restrictions. So I thought I would throw my hat in the ring with everyone else and try to come up with something of my own. This is going to be a progression locked account, very similar to the Professor Oak's challenge from Pokemon and chunk locked accounts from RuneScape, which means I have to complete every single thing within an area before I can progress, and then randomly roll for the next area to progress into. This means obtaining every single item and killing every single monster. Welcome to the Night Oscars Challenge. The game will be played completely offline, and there will be no glitches or skips. Starting class and gift doesn't really matter for this run at all, because everything in here can be obtained within the game. So we're gonna go with Hunter, and I am gonna go for a non-master key run, at least to start off. You can obtain the master key later by buying it from a merchant. So I instead choose black firebombs in order to make a early item more obtainable. Alright, here we go. So, Night Oscars Challenge. I have to obtain every single item before advancing. So the first advancement is to open that door. So basically right now my locked area is this cell. Let's check out what we have. So the stuff we get the straight sword hilt. I'm gonna remove the firebombs so I don't use them by accident. And we get the armor. Are we light rolling? Yep. Let's get the cell key in the middle. That's the only obtainable item in this cell, so it's time to progress. Now we have these hollows here as that are our first enemy, so I have to kill every single one of them once. But since these hollows are unarmed, they don't actually have any drops at all to farm. Our first task here is gonna be to kill every single one of these guys. Per the rules, I have to kill every single one of the enemies once. There we go. There we go, the bonfire has been obtained. So we'll sit down quickly. And yeah, now there's nothing more I can do. There are no items in this area. And the hollows don't drop anything. There we go. That gives us the Demon's Great Hammer. And now if we go over here, get the large shield, another item. And then I get the short sword. No luck. Okay. So, now we have a fog gate. This is a progression. I can't move on from this point, so because I have picked up every item from the ground, I've activated every bonfire, and I've killed every enemy once. But that hollow is a shortbow hollow, which means I have to farm out his 2% drop of his short bow. That didn't take long at all. That was really lucky. I think that took me less than 10 kills. Short bow has been obtained, so I can keep on going. Let's see, so that item up there is unobtainable until we return here with the key. So we're gonna go up here, wait for this to open. Go. Now Oskar is an NPC, and he's the namesake of our little challenge here, because he's the one that sets us on our path. Then the fact is, he's an NPC, so I don't have to kill him. And now I have to farm out all of the hollows up here. So here we have a short sword hollow. So this guy has a 1 drop, but 2% drop that we need. Juntti here in editing. Why did I just do that? I completely invalidated the whole challenge right there by opening that door. I progressed without obtaining the drop from that. I didn't even think about it while playing. And now in the editing booth, I just noticed it happening, and I never even knew until now. Well, there were bound to be mistakes. That's just the nature of it. Luckily it wasn't a massive one. So we have 3 chances per run to get the broken straight sword from these guys. I technically don't have to kill this guy since I've already obtained the bow. But I might as well, since I have to go through him anyways to get to this guy. Now I think this guy probably drops a lot more. I'm gonna have to quickly check up his exact drop table. But he has a much bigger drop table than the rest. So I can't go any further here because now there's a door right there. So that blocks us. I can't open that door before I have obtained everything in this area. I've obtained every single lootable item. So the only thing left is to farm out the drops. Oh, I got a humanity. I forgot. Okay. I got a humanity from killing the demon, so we're gonna use that right now. Can't reverse humanity, but the soft humanity increases our drop rate. There is the broken straight sword, already on the 2nd lap through. I checked up the drop table for the hollowed soldier. This soldier is the sword wielding variant. The sword itself is at base 2% chance, and it's a long sword. I think that with my 1 humanity, I think it maybe goes up to 3%. Then he drops his shield at 1%, the helm at 1%, the armor at 1%, the waistcloth at 1%, and the titanate shard at 1.6%. So I have to obtain every single one of those drops before I can continue. Yeah, it's the most common drop, but the longbow is mine. No, the longsword is mine. That there is the soldier shield, followed shortly by the helmet. Here is the waistcloth and the chest plate. And I truly wish I could have just gotten the titanite shard very quick after that, but it didn't quite turn out that way. I even ended up almost breaking some of the weapons going for this. I ended up going so dry. I got the armor at 13,000 souls collected, and I was way into the 40,000 souls when I finally obtained it. Holy hell. I was seriously starting to think that it didn't exist on this enemy. Whew, that was a lot of kills. In the end, I did 271 kills, approximately. I calculated this based on the amount of souls obtained during the grind. And here you see the wiki stated drop rate of the items from this guy, and my actual rate, as I call it. The rate that I obtained the items in. And you can see there are quite a few differences. But this hollowed knight is ready to leave the asylum. Holy hell. Alright, so up there's the warp zone for the crow. But there is one item to pick up in this area. Soul of a lost undead. And I'm gonna go check. I don't know if Snuggly is actually active in the tutorial section. Okay, no, Snuggly is not active in the tutorial section of the game. So I cannot do any trading yet. It is time to leave the asylum. It is time to venture forth. This will also lock us out of the asylum. And this version of the asylum I will never be able to return. But I've completed it. And it's time to move on. Firelink Shrine. Nice. $34 strength. Let's see, can I wield a hammer with that? Oh yeah, two-hand wield. If we go down here, we will find a elevator. And I am actually gonna add this elevator to my unlock sheet, because it would unlock all of New Londo Ruins, or like a big part of New Londo Ruins. So that elevator is gonna be one of our rollable unlocks. So we are done going down this path.
No. Home to that. Very well. My companions, she is young. We are her defense. An undead mission, regrettably, but very well. Undead cleric.
There we go. Okay, so I've done everything there. So here we have a couple of things I need to buy. I need to buy the Thorland Talisman. And then I should also buy all of these. So could have spent all of the souls I found up on that, but you know, hindsight is 2020. We're probably gonna be farming a lot of enemies anyway, so for all the drops I don't think souls is gonna be a problem. Well, here we have a soul of a lost undead. And if we drop down this elevator... And then these Skella boys are gonna spawn, but we're gonna run up the stairs and reset them because I don't feel like dealing with them. Graveyard, we need to clear out the graveyard in this area, but I will not do that before I have completed the Burg. I just want to get as much high level I'm gonna get as much of much levels as I can before I go there. So let's start clearing out the Burg. So we have these new enemies, these warriors. Oh, actually, sorry mate, I'm gonna reset you quickly. And we're gonna use all of these humanities I got. That increases our discovery rate. And we should hopefully have a easier time to farm out these bosses. Okay, so I can get a one-hit kill on him. That's a fog wall. So that's another progression point that I can't cross. And I'm also not doing any skips or glitches, so I can't get down into lower Undead Burg from here. Luckily for me, the path between the Firelink shrine and the first fog wall of the Undead Burg has plenty of warriors. So farming out this drop was fairly easy and it didn't take many runs at all. After that, I bought what I could from Petrus and continued on to the graveyard. Okay, so the first one dropped something. I know that these with the scimitar and the shield, they drop the scimitar and the shield. What did I get? Okay, so the red and white shield is done. Let's see, what are these boys? That's a falchion dude, so... I was actually wondering if I had falchion dudes over here, but yeah, I do. Apparently really bad at fighting skeletons. But that's no surprise. I got comboed. Alright, so the graveyard is cleared out of items. Just the mob drops left. So we'll keep on progressing down, see what we... I don't think there are any big skeletons before the next locked door. And there's the final bonfire in this area, because that lever there would open up the next door. There's the closed door, so that's the third progression path. So basically 3 progression paths we have is the front, the Undead Burg, New Londo Ruins, and the upper Catacombs. Murakumo. I'm loving this hammer. Now I only need the scimitar and the falchion. And after a little bit more soul farming, we're back at Petrus to purchase the last of the items. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we get. Oh no, it's gonna be the Catacombs. I don't want the Catacombs. Oh, I got the Catacombs. I hate the Catacombs. No! I think the enemies in the Catacombs are generally very easy to kill. Like, there isn't anything extremely difficult down here. The only problem is the whole respawn mechanic with the necromancers. So, it's only really annoying until you have finished off all the necromancers. After taking down the necromancers, it was pretty much a case of whittling down the skeletons one by one until they all go dead, and avoiding dropping down the big hole to Vamos, and also the shortcut next to the Great Site, as these would bring me beyond the central fog wall in the Catacombs. Then finally I activated the bonfire behind the waterfall and made sure to tell Patches that we were not a cleric because we want his shop later.
I know what it is. Well, this place is treacherous.
So keeping the options the same, since we're still in the Catacombs and we have reached that fog gate. So let's spin it and see if we continue here or if I have to fight my way out of here. Oh, looks like it's gonna be New Londo. New Londo Ruins. Alright. The New Londo Ruins does contain 2 of the rarest drops in the game from the ghosts, but it does also give me access to my first blacksmith so I can upgrade stuff. A blacksmith which also sells me a few basic sorceries that I probably will need at some point. The Jagged Ghost Blade is fairly easy to obtain, as there are a lot of ghosts to kill for it in this area. However, that's not the same for the regular Ghost Blade, that only drops off the Screaming Banshees. And in this area that I have unlocked, there's only one single one, and of course it is right next to the fog gate. Right at the end. So every single time I wanna kill that ghost for the blade, I have to go through this room here that has like 7-8 ghosts in it. Eventually I do find a good way of getting past all of them and then just using Homeward Miracle to get back. But this one was annoying. Not as bad as the hollow soldier at the start in the Asylum, but it took a while. During this, I also ended up losing my humanities because for some reason I pressed the wrong button and rolled off into my death, leaving my 12 soft humanities on the ground and now gone forever. Can't afford that happening too much because there are many covenants in the game that require humanities. That Ghostblade took a while and I sacrificed some stuff for it. Namely, all those humanities. Oh, no point in crying over spilled humanities. We still have the same options. Let's see where this adventure takes us next. Going to Undead Burg? No, we are going back down into the Catacombs through the second half of the Catacombs. The Catacombs can truly be a cruel mistress. But with every single enemy now killed once, which including the bone wheel skeletons, took me a while to get them all in one try, but I got them eventually. There was only one more drop, and that is the wheel shield from the bone wheel skeletons. Oh, it's really gonna force me down there. Oh, god damn it. Pinwheel gets absolutely bullied, as pretty much always. And that leads me into what is by far my least favorite area in the entirety of Dark Souls. The Tomb of the Giants. I hate the light gimmick of this place more than anything. This is also the point where I started live streaming my progress over on my Twitch account. And I hadn't streamed in a while, so I was very nervous. The main challenges of this area is there's one of those skeleton dogs in one place. I've never really been good at fighting those because they have like a weird move set. They have very weird hitboxes, but that's sort of part of this challenge to actually be able to learn to fight these enemies that I normally just run past. Then there is the big coffin in one area, where inside of the coffin is the large divine ember with like 7 massive skeletons in it. Luckily I was able to get through this and discovered that you can actually jump over the ladder area and then be able to walk around the edges of the coffin inside without them being able to reach you, so you can line up some drop attacks and then run back to the ladder and climb up. So with a little bit of cheese I managed to get through that. Then there is a skeleton up above the coffin that you need to kill. I tried a couple of different methods, used my fire bombs, tried to shoot it with the bow, but the big problem is you can't lock on to this skeleton because it's too far away and it's dark. But in the end I managed to get him down with some soul arrows. Then all that was left to do was just to clean out all of the items on the ascend up back to Pinwheel area, and then to collect the stuff on the descent back to Patches. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Is it gonna be... It's gonna be the new Londo Ruins. Awesome. So, and now I kick down this starter and I don't have to go through this house ever again. We have here Lost Soul of Nameless Soldier. There's a ghost in the wall over here. No. No, I do not accept that. No. There's just so goddamn many ghosts. Where are the Ghostbusters when you need them? This goddamn house is infested. Here we have a curse bite ring. Let's see, I already have transient curses, so I don't have to buy those. And all he has is resist curse, and I buy that now. So I have now bought everything he has to sell. So I can now.
Oh, you are no different from. Oh, forgive me.
The lower New Londo is now rollable. So without further ado, where are we going next? I am going to the Undead Burg. Perfect. Here we go. A progress point. And we are in part of Undead Burg where I need to complete. Oh, these. I think the spear hollows are new. So if I can't buy the spear from the Undead merchant, I'm gonna have to farm that out.
I'm not here.
Alright, let's see. Okay, I have not got any repair powders. I need to buy one of those. I need to buy a throwing knife. I need to buy the dried fingers, orange soapstone. Then I need to buy this key. Residence key. And also the bottomless box. I can finally throw out all of this, the duplicate stuff I have in my inventory. Let's see. I don't have any daggers. I need to buy a dagger. I need to buy the rapier, the hand axe, the club, the reinforced club. There's the spear, so I don't have to farm the spear. East-west shield, small leather, buckler. Also, yeah, I need to buy some more arrows, and I need to buy the chain set. The chain set. I think I have some soul items I can use. One, here we go. Leather shield, heater shield, warrior's round shield. That is every single of those, all of these. I think standard arrow. I already bought these from Vamos, but might as well refill. Then we buy the chain set. Which is my new best poise armor. And I'm also gonna go ahead and buy 200. I will do 250 standard arrows. Might be useful at some point. Alright. So yeah, if I would kill him, he would drop an Uchigatana, but that is actually available also from the Shiva of the East vendor, so I will let him live. He's not an enemy, so I don't have to kill him. And he doesn't hold a unique item that I can't obtain from any other place. That was a lot of damage. Yeah. Titanite chunk, so no luck on a Black Knight sword. But that's fine. And here we go, the blue Tearstone ring. That is this area completed already. Okay, it doesn't show up on the wheel, but this is Lower New Londo, Dragon Valley Blighttown. This is Tomb of the Giant, and we have the Taurus Demon, so let's see. Where are we going next? Oh, that's a big one. That's a really big one. Key to the seal has been used. Area unlocked. Oh, hold on. I forgot there's a fog gate here. Okay. Let's see, what ways do I have? I have many places in New Londo I can drop down to the other side of this. And yeah, there's an elevator in a house that I have access to, so technically this fog gate is just a shortcut, so I can actually go through it. It doesn't unlock a new area for me, I already have access to the area beyond the fog gate. Dark Raids are a enjoyable farm. Ooh, hold on, I just realized something. I'm actually gonna have to farm them for a slab. I don't have another way to get a slab, so. Yeah, very large amber. Let's see. Yeah, I think there was, yeah, over here there's an illusion wall. There we go. I think that's all the enemies here killed and all the ground items obtained. Okay, we have our first drop. And it's the Dark Hand. There's the first drop off the table, so now I just need the Titanite slab. Oh, I missed this. There's a box in the corner. 25 fate, 15 intelligence. That's enough for both the Sunlight Warriors and for Logan. So I can start working on... I think I'm probably gonna pump some endurance and vitality, since it might take a while before I get a good... Might take a while before I get a good... what are they called? Rings to reinforce that. Eventually, I got very tired of farming for the slab, so I decided to keep exploring the area that I'm in right now. So I decided to start working towards trying to obtain the Great Club down in Blighttown. With Vamos, I would be able to get it up to +5, and at the time I really thought that a +5 Great Club would be better than the +1 Gravelord sword I was using. Turned out to not be the case. I think you need to get the Great Club up to like +10. You need the big Ember to be able to do that with Andre. So that was sadly not gonna work out too well, but I at least got a break from farming slab. Yes, and if we check, I have, I'm also gonna treat this elevator here. This elevator here is gonna be a rollable one, mainly because otherwise I would have now unlocked like all the way to the Undead Parish, So I'd rather cut this. This is that's the only place where you can cut this massive area in half with anything that's interactable. There's the final one. And that will actually give me the dragon scale, so I no longer have to farm it from the drakes. Long pie. Oh! Headshot actually one-shots those? That's good to know. Large club and the pickaxe, yeah, I do have to get those, but I'm getting those later. Right now, I'm just gonna get the club and then... Apparently, I'm not gonna get the club because instead of roll, I just jumped straight into that rock. Great club obtained. She's eventually gonna be maybe used for Quelaag, I don't know. So here's the plank shield. Then we roll through this. Here's a chest. And behind this is also a illusory wall, but as I said before, that's now gonna go on the roll table. We're gonna set our respawn point here. Ooh, the Wanderer set, that's nice. Oh boy. Now there's a fog wall. And yeah, I can't get past it without going through it, so... Upper Blighttown is a fog wall. That's gonna be a rollable one. Oh well, that problem solved itself. The guy fell off, so... Here we have a large titanite shard. This is where... Quelaag would be if I had the pyromancy flame high enough level. They're called egg carriers, okay? So egg carriers, they drop egg vermifuge. So I need to kill these to get the egg vermifuge. There we go, pickaxe. That is the drop table completed for a giant. So I only need to get the egg vermifuge. There we go. I think I got the drop. Yes, got it. No point in wasting any time. Let's see where we're going. It's going to be Quelaag. Time to try Quelaag. It's gonna be a jump attack. Okay, damage is pretty okay, actually. Had a feeling that was coming. Normally you can see that by the body going down on her. Damn it. There he is. I need her to get out of that fire. Oh boy! I did not see that attack coming, and it completely one-hit me. There comes the explosion. Mildred seems to be caught up there. Well, I guess it's a one-on-one with Quelaag on increased health. I would already have killed her if it wasn't for the increased health from the summon. Okay, one more flask. Explosion incoming. I can get underneath. There's the explosion. That's down. Thanks, Mildred. Very useful there. Soul of Quelaag. With Quelaag defeated, we now have access to ring the first bell of awakening. But also, it gives me access to the early demon ruins and the Chaos Servant Covenant, which is no small grind. First of all, I will need to offer up 30 humanity, of which I have 14. But it is farmable, luckily, but it's not gonna be easy. To obtain the specific pyromancies of the Chaos Servant. It also gives me access to Egni, which is the pyromancer, and he's able to give us a pyromancy flame. And he's also able to upgrade it to 15, which gives us access to Quelana that can ascend that pyromancy flame an additional 15 levels, and she also sends a buttload of expensive pyromancies. So yeah, this is a insane soul grind, in addition to the humanity grind I need to do. But that is what I signed up for, and we're gonna tackle that in the next part of this series. Thank you so much for watching this very long video. And if you liked it, remember to leave a like. And if you don't want to miss the second, third, fourth, how many ever parts it's gonna take to complete the game, drop a subscription down below. And I will see you in the next one.